Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple. Products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for December 13th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Queens of the Stone Age have announced a Canadian tour with the Struts, kicking off April 1st in Calgary and wrapping up April 17th in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Tickets go on sale this Friday, December 8th at 10 a.m. And Queens of the Stone Age are set to be the musical guest on Jimmy Kimmel Live coming up on Thursday. Tonight on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Dogstar featuring Keanu Reeves is set to be the musical guest with illusionist David Blaine and actor Timothée Chalamet. Actor Andre Braugher, the Emmy Award-winning actor known for his roles on Homicide, Life on the Street, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, has passed away at the age of 61. According to Deadline, Braugher passed away on Monday after a brief illness. Braugher made his first film appearance in 1989 in Glory, telling the story of the 54th Regiment from Massachusetts alongside Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, and Morgan Freeman. In his career, he received 11 Emmy nominations. He's survived by his wife, actress Amy Brabson, and sons Michael, Isaiah, and John Wesley. Scott Ian from Anthrax, Dave Lombardo from Slayer, Josh Freese from the Foo Fighters, Larry Lalonde from Primus, Mike Inez from Alice in Chains, Steve Gorman from the Black Crowes, Jay Buchanan and Scott Holiday from Rival Sons, and Billy Rowe from Buckcherry are among the musicians set to take part in a tribute to Bon Scott of AC/DC, set to take place January 9th at the Avalon in Hollywood, California. The event, which is being organized by rock and roll comedian Dean Del Rey, will start off with Del Rey and Bill Burr doing stand-up comedy for 45 minutes before the all-star band performs 2 hours of Bon Scott-era AC/DC. Chino Moreno from Deftones and Crosses, in a recent interview in Paste magazine, talked about getting Robert Smith from The Cure on the latest Crosses record, saying, quote, "One of my favorite things about Robert Smith is his ability to really convey the sadness within a song. I just so happen to lean a lot towards the more melancholy Cure stuff, and the sadder Cure songs are some of my favorites. So I thought if I could get Robert, this would be the perfect song to have him take part in. Luckily, he obliged." He's talking about the song Girls Float, Boys Cry on the latest Crosses album, saying, quote, "That's when it really hit me. Like, wow, this is something I couldn't have believed if you had told me 20 years ago." In a new interview with Spin magazine, Ozzy Osbourne was asked how the rock and metal worlds have changed over the decades since he first launched his music career. He said, quote, "Well, I've never felt comfortable about that title that they put on me, metal, because Ozzy Osbourne plays heavy, but the bands that are considered metal are really heavy, and we're all put in the same category. When you get pigeonholed with a certain genre, it can be very difficult to do something a bit lighter or an acoustic track or whatever you want to do. Back in the day, it was always just rock music, and it's still just rock music." The Wu-Tang Clan has announced the saga continues the Vegas residency. The legendary hip-hop group will perform 4 shows at the theater at Virgin Hotels Las Vegas, kicking off Super Bowl weekend. The shows are set for February 9th and 10th, March 22nd and 23rd. Tickets go on sale this Friday, December 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Time Passages has announced Journey Worlds Apart, the definitive accounting of the Don't Stop Believin' hitmakers by award-winning journalist Nick DeRiso. DeRiso, who has won several awards as a columnist for USA Today, conducted dozens of interviews to compile a book that's not just a biography of Journey, it's a backstage pass. The book is due this spring. In a new interview with Audio Inc. Radio, Mark Tremonti was asked about the Creed reunion, saying me and Scott Stapp spoke just before COVID happened. We had done a few shiprock cruises with Alterbridge and Tremonti, and I always enjoyed them, and I thought it would be a great idea to do our own cruise at some point. He was later asked about the possibility of new Creed music. He said, quote, when I'm writing songs, I go over ideas and I'm like, wow, that would be a great Creed song. And I kind of hold it aside for the day that happens. And Back to Black, the in-production Amy Winehouse biopic starring Marissa Abella, has finally been given a release date. The Sam Taylor Johnson directed film will open in UK theaters on April 12th and come out in the United States on May 10th. The film, made with the support of the late singer's estate, has been in the works since 2018. And though Amy Winehouse was the subject of the Academy Award-winning documentary Amy back in 2015, her family members roundly criticized the film, calling it a misleading and unbalanced portrayal of the singer. That's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 184, featuring Sasha Sirota and Jason Paul from GXTP, is available now.
It's time to get your checking account to zero with free checking from PenFed. That's zero ATM fees, zero balance requirements, and zero time spent waiting for your paycheck to direct deposit because you can receive it up to 2 days early. Open your account with just $25 and see how big zero can be. Apply online today at PenFed.org/free checking. Early direct deposit eligibility may vary between pay periods and timing of payer's funding. To receive any advertised product, you must become a member of PenFed, insured by NCUA.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
Permit me here and now to promise as a good comrade and a fellow artist that I will not report any of this, whatever it is, to the police.
What would you say you do here?
Hey, Troy.
Abandoned Albums is a podcast that employs a deep bench of musical archivists. These determined individuals dig through the record crates of the world to find the lost music of artists. Using a patent-pending algorithm and spirited debate, we pick one album as an inroad to talk about and then reach out to the artists. We invite them into Thunderlove Studio. When we're lucky, they say yes. Abandoned Albums is a little like this.
That was TNUC by Grand Funk Railroad. And I spelled the word backward in my head, and I immediately went out and bought the record.
They're like, do you know who we are? And we were like, I mean, kind of.
Well, you're in blue. Of course we know you.
Yeah, you're blue.
Yeah, you're blue, you're man.
Abandoned Albums isn't about the show, and it's not about the host or hosts. It's about the artist's work and making sure it remains, or in some cases, lands on, the cultural radar. It's why Abandoned Albums is the only music podcast that matters.
Wow, that was really, really enjoyable. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you both.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Abandoned Albums is a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network.